What's up guys, it's Cat Production 72 coming back at you for the first time in over a week. Over a week with a review of a classic LEGO Star Wars set from all the way back in 2009, set 8014 Clone Walker Battle Pack. So I've got a few things to say about this set. So this set's a classic. If you guys look at right here now in 2021, you have like the 501st Battle Pack, which is the it set if you want to build an army. Well, this set was the 501st Battle Pack of its day. To compare like the numbers people bought these things. Personally, I just own the one because like I bought this I had to rebuy most of my collection, and when I bought this it was that expensive. So I do have a crap ton of the clones, I just didn't buy them anymore in one of this set when I rebought it. So this set was one of those, again, classic sets that people bought like 20, 30, 40 of. I remember back in 2009, I actually had about, I had 5 of these. And you do get a good selection of minifigures with this set. You know, it's what you want in a battle pack, because the battle pack last year, the 501st one, is probably the best battle pack in a long while, because some battle packs have just had bad minifigure selections. This set was only $9.99 when it came out. Battle packs will never be that price again. I miss those days. It's like you could go in, I remember going in the store with £50 and buying like a whole bunch of battle packs, not this one in particular, but this was one I had a few of. Very little amount of pieces, but you got your money's worth. I mean, you're mostly buying this for the clones, and back in the day, if you bought more than one, people would make crazy mocks, like, you know, you get maybe like 4 or 5 of these, or maybe a few of them, and just build a whole, like, you know, kind of crazy mock out of them. And some people made some pretty cool vehicles. But, you know, I'm not doing that today. Who knows, maybe one day I'll buy another one and make one a video on those retro reviews of people's custom models. So anyway, let's get into the minifigures. You got 4 minifigures. You get a Clone Trooper Commander, 2 standard clones, and a Clone Gunner. All phase 1 are based off Star Wars: The Clone Wars. So yeah, let's get into the first minifigure. Okay, so here's the first of the 4 minifigures. You got the Clone Trooper Captain, or Commander. So I've heard him listed as both. So he's kind of goes to, you know, your standard phase 1 clone. He's basically one of these clones, but with the arc gear. You got the black gear, you got the camera, you got the kind of chest piece, and you got the visor. He's basically just the same as any other kind of phase 1 clone trooper from that era, but he just has the extra armor. And some people that I knew wouldn't even throw the armor on. Like if you wanted more phase 1 clones, you just would not put that armor on there. He's a really cool minifigure, you know, to hold your clone troopers, and that's personally I kept the armor on him. But overall, pretty cool minifigure from back in the day. The next minifigure will be the standard phase 1, but I will only show one of them, saying as there's 2. Name a more iconic LEGO Star Wars minifigure. I'll wait. But yeah, here is the phase 1 clone trooper from back in 2008. This was not his first set. His first set, I believe, was the ATTE. But yeah, as you can see, standard phase 1 clone, same as the captain or commander, just without, you know, the black gear. I should have showed on the commander, this is what the faces look like. Some people like them, some people are disturbed by the Clone Wars faces. I don't mind them because they're kind of cool, they're unique. Because none of the Clone Wars figures they make now have the, you know, the cartoony look. At least I don't think they do. Put the helmet back on. He does have the holes in the side if you want to add accessories like antennas or range finders, little torches. Not torches, little lights you can get. You got a standard blaster. It's a really cool minifigure. It's an iconic one from back in the day. It's one of my favourite minifigures actually. It's one that I have about 12 of. So pretty cool minifigure. Let's go on to the Gunner. So I remember as a kid thinking that this was the coolest minifigure you could get in the set. He was my favourite in the set, and it wasn't, you know, it was the helmet. That cool helmet that he has with that Republic print. We just thought it was amazing. I remember getting the Corporate Alliance tank droid and taking the jetpack from those clone troopers and putting it on this clone trooper and thinking that was pretty cool. And to be fair, it was pretty cool looking, and you know, he's one of my favourite minifigures. I only own one of him, unfortunately, but he's not one you usually need like 100 of, but you know, he's pretty cool. And he's only in one other set. He was in the Venator from 2009, the Venator class Star Destroyer, but pretty cool minifigure, and he's good. It's not like those horrible officers you get nowadays. He's actually a good minifigure you want one or two of. Now let's go to the Walker itself. So here's the Walker. It's an iconic LEGO set at this point. It's like, you show most LEGO fans this and they instantly know what it is. Unless of course it's the younger ones, although to be fair, I can't believe how old this set is. Again, this vehicle was so much fun. Back in the day, one, it was a Walker, which is cool. Second of all, like, people used to put like Jedis to ride in the back of them, which looked cool. And you know, you could turn it into, like, I think it was called an ATRV when you put 2 of these together. Again, people do it now with the 501st set, like get 10 of the Walkers and make some crazy ass vehicle, which is, now I'm considering making one and doing a review on it. And then there's people who, you know, took these and like people make custom transports and everything out of these things. Like people just modded them so heavily, or took like a bunch of them, like I said, and put them together, and it worked. The walker itself is pretty basic. You got two Republic symbols here, and here they are both stickers. You get some flick fire missiles, so you know you can try and flick the missile. I mean, they kind of work. I mean, they look nicer than spring-loaded shooters because they actually look, you know, they kind of fit with the vehicle. They're not those translucent things that don't work. You got some red parts on the legs. The legs are fully posable, like you can fully articulate the legs. This is cannon or blaster, which always falls off. That is standard on this model. But yeah, I'm going to try and fix the legs so it'll stand up the way I had it before. There we go. And also you got some translucent studs, and I'll show you what it looks like when you put two of the minifigures in. So I had to zoom out a bit there so you could see it with the clone troopers in, but that's pretty much how most people done it. I remember a friend of mine always put Ahsoka in the back of this, but yeah, it's a pretty cool walker. Again, obviously it's not up to the standards when you see other walkers, but as far as scale goes, like, you know, compared to the 501st walker, it's obviously nowhere near the scale it should be for the minifigure, but this is one of those few walkers that I would consider minifigure scale, or as close as. I think the only ones I consider that is the small walkers you got in the Clone Turbo tanks, the 2010 and 2016 versions. But you know, it does the job, and you know, I would just put the phase, you know, the two standard phase 1 clones, and have the gunner and the commander elsewhere, you know, kind of next to it. Oh, and it likes to fall over. I'm going to point that out. If you want to buy this set, it isn't like, you know, the best built, but you know, especially the legs, but the main part of it, I would say, pretty solid build, and it's a pretty cool set again from way back when. Like, can't believe this set is 12 years old, and just looking at it, kind of makes me want to buy a second one just to have on the shelf. But no, it's definitely a pretty cool looking model that I really do enjoy. So let's go on to the instructions. So unfortunately in today's review we can only look at instructions. I bought this set used about 4 years ago, and when I got this it didn't come with the box, unfortunately. But you know, we have the instructions, which pretty much has the same as the box on it. But yeah, obviously it's the same as the box. Got that 2008/2009 kind of box art with the Clone Trooper. Right here we've got the gunner and the commander, and in the box it would say build your army. And you know, you got some kind of random desert planet on there. So if we have a look, you can kind of see some of the building steps for the set. If we go all the way to the back, it should have a little catalogue of old sets from back in the day. So I was wrong, there isn't one on this instructions. But yeah, pretty cool Lego set. Let's look at the end results. So yeah, this is a short review. In fact, it's one of the few that are under 10 minutes because there's not a lot to talk about. But yeah, so my final thoughts, what do I give this set out of 10? I give it 10. 1, it's a classic set. 2, it's one of the coolest sets in the world, or that I've ever released, I'd say in the last 20 years, or the entirety of Star Wars. It's one of the most coolest and iconic ones. Obviously its purpose back in 2009 until they stopped selling it in 2011 was to build your clone army, as it did say on the box, but nowadays I wouldn't recommend it, not with this set. It is a cool set, but the price that you're going to pay, it's like, to get a used one, it costs just slightly more than a 501st set. In the 501st set you get, you get 2 vehicles, the clone, 4 clones, and you get the droid, so you can see that the value isn't there. I built, personally, if I didn't own this set, I'd personally buy one, and if I really wanted to, I'd buy 2, but personally I just thought buying one, because I mean, this cost me about £25 when I did buy it 4 years ago, and I don't even want to look up the current prices of these, because I bet you've skyrocketed. Personally, if you're going to go out and build your clone army, just do it with the newest set. These clones are cool and they are cheap. Like, I think, what, £45 each on eBay is how much one of these clones can set you back. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 6 or 7 for the clone gunner, but it is, you know, those clone troopers can still get army built. I repeat, would not recommend doing it using this set because of how much the set's worth. But it is a cool kind of classic set, and from those sets from my childhood that, you know, I've got a lot of nostalgia for. But yeah, thought I'd bring in this review. Let's talk Friday. I don't know if I'm making a video on Friday, and if I do, it'll be Figure Friday, and the episode will be on the Shadow Trooper from 2008. So look, we're doing a lot of stuff from that kind of era. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video, which the next confirmed one will be channel update for August, which is coming on next Tuesday. So don't know about Friday, but next Tuesday it's confirmed. See you guys in the next video. Peace.